YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Mike Breeze back again with another upload of the day. So I'm dialing it back. We don't got any gameplay for today. I was gonna upload Cyberpunk, but there's just something's going on with that game right now, and I just can't quite figure it out. So I had to push that over to the side. But today we're gonna be talking. We're gonna be deep diving. My first deep dive into an anime that I really think you should watch. If you've seen my previous video about the animes that I thought you should watch, I named about 15 different ones. This is me deep diving into one of those animes that I really think you should check out, probably before any of the other ones. Well, most of the other ones. But again, all of the ones that I mentioned before are great animes. I just think this one, stands levels above a lot of the animes that I did mention. It's called Noblesse. I think you guys will enjoy the content. I'm going to keep the intro real short because I do kind of go over things. This video is for educational purposes, so I'm going to be skipping through. You're obviously not going to be able to watch the entire episode here. If you do want to watch the full episode, I'd recommend getting a subscription to vrv.co or Crunchyroll. I'm pretty sure that it's on Crunchyroll as well. I'll leave a link in the description below for vrv.co. That's what I use to watch anime. I subscribe to them. I've been a subscriber for years now, and it's just a great platform to watch anime. They release all animes an hour after they release in Japan, so you'll never be behind. I mean, you'll be an hour behind, but come on now, you'll pretty much be right on par with everything. And there's access to so many more things beyond anime. Whether if you want to watch gaming content like the classic Halo Red vs Blue, you can watch all the episodes of that. They got Mondo over there if you're familiar with like Happy Tree Friends. They got like stuff like that on there. High Dive, which is like more of a mature like XX rated animes, and they got also some animes that would probably be on Crunchyroll or Funimation. But just overall, I think vrv.co is the best place to watch anime, if you're willing to subscribe and you're not pirating everything that you watch. Because I know in the anime community, a lot of y'all do it, so don't even trip. I ain't tripping. I used to do it, but it's more convenient to just pay for the subscription. It's something that I really enjoy, and if you guys really enjoy anime, I think it's super worth it. But without further ado, let's get right into this. Know that I love you guys, and tell somebody else you love them today, because life is short, man. And I appreciate y'all always tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and thumbs up if you like the content. And if there's any future content you want to see me go over, leave a comment down below so I know, and I'll do my best to make content like that in the future for you guys. But yeah, let's get right into this, man. Peace. All right, YouTube. Gonna be doing a little something different today. As you guys know, I'm an anime nerd, and I promised I'd put up another new video. So today, I wanted to talk about Noblesse. I feel like this anime is super slept on. Most of you already know about Jujutsu Kaisen if you are watching anime. I was gonna make a video on that, but I feel like if you haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen, you're sleeping under a rock somewhere. What in the world? Sleeping under a rock somewhere. But look, definitely check out that anime. If you guys want me to go over that in a little bit more detail, leave a comment down below. But for right now, I want to talk about Noblesse. All right. So Noblesse is basically there's nobles, and then obviously there's humans and everything. The nobles live in like a different realm essentially, or I don't know if it's a different realm or if it's just like an area far away from where like humans know about. But this main guy right here, Rizel, he is what you would call the noblesse. So the noblesse is different from the nobles, although he is a noble. The noblesse is essentially the strongest of the nobles, and he's got a special power that none of the other nobles have. It'll it'll end up causing a lot of problems in his future. I'll say that to the least. But I wanted to show you guys a scene from episode 6 that I think it'll give you that little pep in your step to be like, all right, I really need to check this out. The homie Rizel is a G. All right, like the way he talks to people, treats people is just wild. You know what I'm saying? Like the people he likes, he treats them with love, respect, care. He's an honest person. And then the people that he doesn't like, it's like, yo, watch your mouth. Like don't speak unless I let you speak. Period. And people seem to get upset with that, but I mean, with his words carry some weight because he don't just talk it to talk, he backs it up. So I want to show you on the start of this episode and just kind of give you some insight to what's really going on here in Noblesse, because I promise you guys you will not be disappointed if you start this anime. It is amazing. If you like action, blood, gore, you know, sexual references, modded humans, just listen, man, it's a dope anime. All right, y'all gotta check it out. All right, if you like what you see here, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because I really think y'all gonna like this. But look, so this is the beginning of episode 6. Basically, I'll give you some. I don't even know what the word is. I'll give you a summary of what's happened. So there's modified humans essentially, and they use this drug that's called D, and basically it opens their like latent powers from their modifications. And there's a gang of them, and they basically are trying to take over the world in this part. And Razel's here to regulate. All right. So in this episode, you're gonna see Razel. Oh, and his butler or his servant Frankenstein, who is a human, but he's from the same world or area that the nobles are from, and he kind of went haywire because apparently some of the nobles like have taken out like his friends, his comrades, and everything, and he's under the impression that all nobles don't treat humans fairness or humans fairly and all this kind of stuff. So he somehow gained these dark powers, and I've watched every single episode that's came out, and I still don't know how he's exactly got these powers, but he's a super smart dude. He ends up making a pact with Rizel, and Rizel kind of essentially protects him. I won't dig in too much about that because I don't want to spoil things for you. I don't think seeing this action part of this episode will spoil too much, although I am going to go in depth and skip through it a little bit. So again, here's the start of this episode, just to give you an idea of just how G Rizel really is, and honestly, how dope Frankenstein is.
ライどうしてここに
So that's one of the modified humans right there. He goes by M21. They don't actually have names. They're treated essentially like dirt. They're just products essentially. So they're almost treated as cattle essentially to go and complete missions. The two people behind him are this dude out here is actually a fighter. He's a human, and he goes to school, and just a regular kid, and that's his best friend. And this kid's actually super smart and can like hack computers and whatnot. But they're just regular humans. They've been kidnapped in this scene, but yeah.
ライ
This dude is also a noble. He hasn't realized yet that Rizel is who he is. I think he kind of has an idea the whole time, but at the same time he's skeptical. But he won't be after this episode.
おい上で戦っていたのはお前か
誰が口を開くことを許した
あれはまさか
お前には動くことも許可して
This is what I'm talking about with Rizel. Like who said you could speak, dog? Like I ain't giving you permission to move. Like how about this on your knees? Gangster.
この能力は精神支配
So this dude right here, he's another one of the modified humans, but he rolls with this little gang or whatever. He's one of the bad guys, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not going to delve in too much. He's one of the gang members that's part of the modified humans crew, and this woman up here, I can't remember her name right off the top of my head right now, which, I mean, honestly, the less spoilers I can give you, the better. But she's super powerful as well. She came with the dude, the younger kid you saw with the white hair in the previous scene. She showed up with him, and they're looking for this dude that was in a coffin, who's been stolen from a coffin. Which, I mean, if you can put two and two together, you can kind of figure out who the person is that they're looking for. Again, I won't spoil it. If you can put it together, you can. If you can't, you'll find out when you watch.
くらえ
ソウルベポンデスサイズ
So, soul weapons. Soul weapons are very critical in this anime. Basically, all like the strongest leaders have what are called soul weapons, and they kind of like they're the strongest weapons in the world essentially, and they kind of boost their powers and make them even stronger than what they already are.
人間たちはいつからかこれを死神の鎌と呼ぶようになりました
すげ
As you can see, she is not playing games.
やれやれマスターの命令に背いてしまったこの責任は
This is Frankenstein. The other dude that you just saw, he's also part of like the gang, but he's actually not that bad of a dude. He got caught up with a bad crew, he got modified, and now he's essentially being used for his talents.
取ってもらうぞもっと全力を出せ早々に死なれてはつまらないからながっかりだなその程度で大口を叩いていたのかもういい死ねえこれは罰か無関係な人々
Skip this. I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm gonna skip little parts of the story because that's important, and you gotta watch it to find out.
興味が湧いてきたぞ
This dude right here, he's like the strongest of the modded humans. He's kind of like the leader. He pretty much calls the shots, and he normally doesn't look like that, but he's done something in the previous episode to get to the point that he is now. Again, you'll have to watch it to find out more. And look, before I go further, VRV is what I use to watch anime. I recommend it personally over Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll owns VRV. And what VRV is kind of like it gives you access to like 8 different channels. If you look right in here, it gives you access to Cartoon Hangover, Crunchyroll, High Dive, Mondo, Rooster Teeth, and VRV Select. Mondo, if you guys are familiar with Happy Tree Friends, which is like these sweet little characters that like just murder each other and get fucked up. That's what Mondo is. A High Dive is like more, it's going to be more mature anime, more uncensored style anime, which some of the same animes that are on High Dive are on Crunchyroll. So I kind of haven't pinpointed what High Dive is for, but there are a bunch of animes that aren't on Crunchyroll on there. Cartoon Hangover is indie cartoons. Rooster Teeth is original online hits. I don't personally watch Rooster Teeth. And then VRV Select is like their select animes that they have that aren't on Crunchyroll. So definitely check out VRV. I think they do a free month trial, so you can test it out. But I want to say it's $9.99 a month, whereas Crunchyroll is like $6.99 a month. But for the extra $3, in my opinion, it's worth it. That's what I subscribe. This is what I subscribe to. So again, I'll leave a link down in the description below if you do want to check it out.
何者か知らんがそこのガキとは格が違うようだなだがシャークを吸収した俺には効かんその生意気な顔気に入らんな
This dude also is another modified human. He's also actually a pretty good dude. And again, another person that just wrong place, wrong time, caught up with the wrong crew. And but yeah, that just to give you some insight on who he is. He's like the brains behind their operations. See, one hand stopped this dude.
失せろ。
Be gone, scrub.
あのクランスが
くそタオお前もで
Use the DC. It sounds funny when they say that. I'm gonna skip this part because again, it's key information that I don't want to spoil for you guys if you are watching it. Skip back over to this fight scene and then it'll go back.
守るためだ
そのために犠牲になる命があっていいのか。
あれは
ここまでだ。
Yeah. Frankenstein don't play no games.
今楽にしてやろう。
あなたは普通の人間ではなかったのですね。
ソウルウェポン。それを手にしているということは。
Ah! I already told you this, high-ranking nobles, but I'm gonna skip past this little convo.
確かに君と一緒にいた少年がいる彼を
So he ended up making friends with the red-haired dude you saw in the beginning, and he's like, you know, please save this dude. That's how you know he's a good dude. I mean, he's just like, man, just like don't let that dude die. Like he knows kind of what he's been doing is wrong, but at the same time, like he wants to make amends. So it's a crazy development what ends up happening.
助けてやってほしい彼は善意で俺を助けてくれ
直接会って謝るんだな。
Oh, gotta skip that.
なぜお願いなどする？
Oh, we gotta skip this. Oh, wait. So Rizel's like power is he can control blood. And like if he touches the blood from anyone, he can control the blood within their body. Oh, it's gonna do me like this? Come on now. Here, let's refresh it.
血が浮かんでるこれはまさかこの力マスター
See, the nobles can tell just by feeling that rise in pressure and power of who he is. So they realize what's really good now that he's the GOAT.
死を支配する者だけが使うことのできる絶対空間ブラッドフィールド彼は一体何者なんだ
これほどの力が存在するのか
お前の過ちはお前の血で埋めてやる。
Look, and I don't want you thinking the dude that he's facing is weak, because by no means is that dude weak. He is an absolute animal. And this is, I mean, before he got his little power up, he is a beast. All right, straight up. Guys, you got to check out Noblesse. I'm telling you. Let me just let's. I'm not gonna play any more of this. So I'll read this. I'll read the summary to you as well. So Razel, this guy right here in the center of the main picture, he awakens from an 820-year slumber. He holds a special title in Noblesse, as we went over before, a pure-blooded noble and protector of all other nobles. In an attempt to protect Razel, his servant Frankenstein, the blonde-haired dude, enrolls him at Yeran High School, where Razel learns the simple and quotidian routines of the human world through his classmates. However, the Union, a secret society plotting to take over the world, the Union are those modified humans, dispatches modified humans and gradually encroaches on Razel's life, causing him to wield his mighty power to protect those around him. This anime is nasty. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this anime. If you like, I mean, like shonen style animes, if you're, if you're enjoying all those, again, if you like, action packed, just like witty dialogue, just like the story to this is wild. The action scenes in this are wild. They only get better. I just showed you a little piece because, again, I don't want to show the full thing. Not only do I not want to show you the full thing, but I can't. This is more so for educational purposes, so you guys can see what to watch, because I know if a lot of you are like me and you've seen a bunch of animes, you go through the gauntlet and sometimes you end up watching an anime all the way through and turns out it's not that good. I'm just trying to put you guys on to super dope animes that I do think you will enjoy, that will not be a waste of time, and that you will be glad that you watched. There's just Noblesse, man. Definitely check it out. Hit that like button if you like the content. Subscribe so you don't miss a future upload. I'm going to try to go over more animes like I said I would before with the last video that I uploaded. Feel free to scroll down in my videos and check the last anime video. The thumbnail is a picture of like a whole bunch of anime characters and me standing somewhere in there with my Naruto headband on. But you'll see that video. Definitely check that out. I go over about 15 different animes that I think you should check out, and this is my first deep dive into one of those animes that I did mention in that previous video. So again, I hope you guys like the content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also I stream gaming content, as you can already see on the channel. So if you like, FPS shooters, and I've been playing Cyberpunk a lot lately, I was gonna upload more Cyberpunk content today, but they had a new update today, and it's not playing well with my PC, so I'm gonna have to figure out some things there. But again, guys, Noblesse, super dope anime, crazy action scenes. I definitely highly recommend that you watch this. But until next time, guys, I love you guys, and make sure you tell somebody else you love them today. Y'all be easy, man.